Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Lillia and we'll be facing off against the 10-star adventure from the Nightmares campaign. I figured since a lot of the setups I was using were quite expensive, they were comprised of at least one epic relic. I figured I should try to play through this adventure with a cheaper setup, and Lillia is very apt at doing that. You can just run double Guardian's Orb or triple Guardian's Orb if you feel like, but I feel like Stalker's Blade will be decent to try and keep control of the board a little bit. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. Hopefully things go well. We'll just have to roll some decent epic items on our cards. I feel like we'll struggle against most encounters because we don't have a proper way to clear the board. So I should look to get some challengers on my cards. Arm to the Thief, Seize Fury, Welcome Gifts. Welcome Gifts is a way to get challenger, so sure. And does that work the way I think it does? Whenever we sleep a unit, they basically get a different keyword than the one they got when they were first played? Or am I mistaking it? I might be mistaking it. So, the opponent obviously gets a full board here. Normal basic way would be to just go Lillia. But if I play Lillia, it probably ends up just not mattering at all because the opponent has a full board and they can just play the two one-cost Poros they got from those two lonely Poros. But I have no better plays, so I have to do it anyway. He obviously plays two Poros here, yep. That's one. I think I just continue with my game plan. I do this. We attack with Lillia, and then we sleep her immediately. And the opponent gets a board-wide buff. Unfortunate, but I can't do anything about it. Okay, that's a very buffed up Shadow Assassin. We need to make use of that. I should also try and get something out of the Green Blade Lookout, perhaps, since it has the items. We're taking 9 here. We're letting the opponent buff everything up yet again. I can't really do anything. Can I? There's a significant lack of tools to clear the opponent's board. At least we can develop some spritlings like this. I think the game plan has to be try to outrace the opponent's stat growth. Lillia has been growing a lot. Sleep an ally. I would like to... the Spritlings have the item that allows us to rally. We can win here. The opponent is incentivized to block. Ooh, Lily got challenger, so he can kill one unit. I'll kill the elusive, ensure that this thing gets to hit. We might just kill the opponent, yep. In case we didn't kill the opponent, I was attacking with the Spriteling. The opponent had to block there no matter what, so if they block the Spriteling, which is the only thing they can block because the two other units have elusive, then the Spriteling ends up dying, and we rally and we get another attack. Zolani. Is Zolani good enough? I really want to pick up Zolani. I normally pick up Zolani just for fun, but I feel like in such a hard adventure I can't afford to be picking up a 5 cost do nothing basically. Yeah, let's reroll. Hostile Disciple, Chrono Break, Smooth Soloist. Vivastine Disciple, I guess. The regeneration does nothing for us, but it's a 1-drop, so we can play it for cheap. Fizzliana or Yumi. I think Fizz is fine. This is not a net negative for our deck because we draw one at the start of the game. This helps us to third champions. And Fizz itself, we can protect him quite easily thanks to its effect. And it gets rid of 2 of the opponent's units on summon. I think it's a good pickup. Now, right path or left path? Tasty Fey Folk is a way to keep healthy. Both the paths have a slot bot. So I think we're better off going for the left path. I don't really see myself being able to properly deal with the Alpha Wild Claw encounter. None of these are great. We want Lillia in our opening hand basically every game, so we can start immediately stacking the items. Let's see what items we get here. Shadow Assassin gets Bomber Bucklers. We have a lot of capture effects, which is nice. The opponent probably blocks with the Tasty Fey Folk. Yep. So I have to do this. But it's okay, we got another proc of the Guardian's Orbs, like this. The opponent's board is actually been kept pretty clean. I'm kind of surprised. Fizz captures this guy and kills one of the Poros. Yeah, I think that's fine. Actually, right, since it's the first card we play in the turn, the opponent loses some additional units. Let's do this. I'm just going to do this, minimize the amount of damage I take. Oh right, it's at burst speed, so we can't make the 6 drops attack fizzle. It's okay, we have 10 regeneration, so this is fine. Ooh, right, to spread things with summon off of the Dewdrop Harvest. Actually benefit from the items we have. Ooh, lifesteal on Lillia. That's cool. Now we're guaranteed to get our health back. Can we kill the opponents this turn? I can just do Spritelings. It gets rid of the Herald of Spring. Oh right, the double up effect.
Looks like I'm ready.
In that case, Keeper of the Masks. And this thing's still around. Can sleep one of my units. Nah, it's not worth it, I think. I should attack with Lillia first.
Follow my lead.
I was thinking about slipping one of my units to level up the Lillia, but that unit will then be asleep and won't get to attack. But we can't kill the opponent this turn, so might as well do this, right? The opponent gets one unit back, but Lily levels up, so now we can just... Oh, it works on the unit that... Good to know, it's relevant here. It works like that. If we're at 14 out of 15, we can just slip a unit and it wakes up anyway. In that case, we might be able to win the game. I can do Keeper of the Masks again, but this buffs up the Keeper of the Masks as well. While at the same time the amount of units on the board remains the same, but I deal more damage with these Spritelings. And this helps go through the blockers the opponent has, just in case that would be enough for him to survive. Yeah, 6 extra health from the blockers. Marai Warden, Yordle Squire, Dragon's Claw, Sonic Wave, none of these are appealing. Anemone, Sow the Seeds, Heroic Refrain. None of these are that great. Steel Tempest, I'll pick up the Steel Tempest. It's a decent way to stall the opponent out. Let's just take the max health. I think we benefit a lot from keeping the deck as thin as possible. In the next encounter, the meditation encounter, will try to cut a significant amount of cards from the deck. And then we'll go from there. The Devastating Disciple is definitely getting cut. Possibly the Coral Creatures. Maybe something else. Ooh. On Lilia's death we rally. That's pretty decent. If we get more Lilias, that is. The opponent gets a board-wide buff. We didn't actually get a decent amount of hits. I guess we can do Fizz here for a rally effect. We kind of get rid of 2 of the opponent's units. The opponent gets that back. I'll take the 6. Yeah, since it has Spell Shield, I can't really interact with it. Let's do Augustine Disciple. Give this the elusive keyword so we can attack with the Lillia. Augustine Disciple goes back to hand. We set the Dream Laden Bow to 0. That means we can keep chaining the Guardian's Orb with the Lillia. And I guess we'll drop down the Coral Creatures. Doesn't really do much for us, but it creates a body on board. Ooh. If only we had 8 mana, that would have been a great play. None of the cards we have in hand have items on them. Shimmoned Wind, I suppose. And now everything has elusive. Because since Lillia was slept before the round end, the effect of the Augustine Disciple didn't have time to proc. So, unfortunately for the opponent, she got to keep the elusive. Also we do this so that Divastain Disciple doesn't die and the Fizz gets kept alive thanks to its effect. Deny the opponent the targeting on Fizz. If we played this, we just win, right? Because we rally? Yep. We summon a ephemeral green glade lookout which has rally banner, so we rally. And we attack with everything and we win. The opponent even blocks the green glade lookout, so we can get even more attacks off in case we need it. Turns out letting the opponent proc his power once or twice is not really the end of the world. I guess it can make it so the opponent ends up getting some extra spell shield on his units, which can be a bummer, especially against encounters like the Heart of the Fluffed. But we just have to kill the opponent before then. Or we can just capture the opponent's large unit with the Iceborne Gauntlet. This is a problem. Never mind. I was about to complain that we didn't get Lily on the first turn. But we got her. Once again, Lily gets the rally banner. The opponent's going to get to refuel this board. Yep. My only hope is that next turn Lily can clear one of these two, I think. But she doesn't hit there. She hits the weakest unit and doesn't even kill her. Or kill it. At least we'll get to heal back up to full after this encounter. Let's make the attack on the Lily fizzle. I can make Zed stop existing, at least until the end of the turn. So that way we can deny him the level up. And then we play Fizz. We get rid of 2 of the opponent's units. He gets to keep the Lulu, but it's fine. 10 extra health is mattering. It gives us that extra buffer. That's a lot of keywords on Divastain Disciple. What does the opponent have? Nothing that I should be concerned about, right? So I think the correct play is we do this. The Lily gets to attack. We deal a little bit of chip damage to the opponent. And then we just do the Spritling. The Spritling rallies. Or the Spritling dies and it allows us to rally. So we then drop Divastain Disciple. And then we can do this. Double attack the Lillia. We attack with the Spritling as well. Hopefully the opponent takes the bait and kills the Spritling. Okay, it doesn't take the bait and kill the Spritling. But we can store the keywords on the Lillia for next turn. I could have done this in a different order. If I played the Shadow Assassin first, the opponent died there. I misplayed. Let's just hope that doesn't come back to screw me later. Little is leveled up at least, so that's something. I guess we can just No, we can't. Vastine Disciple is a spell, so it technically doesn't work. We don't get a ephemeral copy of him, so we don't rally. Oh, but he's pulling the coral creatures for some reason with his elusive Zed, so we do get to rally that way. Why are you doing that, opponent? It seems like a big mistake. Oh well, let's do it like this. This way we just take 2 damage. Or 3 damage actually. No, we can even do this. We fizzle that blocker and then we do that on Destined Poro. I guess it only works because the Affectionate Poro challenged these Spritlings. Then we do this. And game over. Yeah, I don't care if Fizz dies. We just win. Okay, so now we're at the meditation encounter. We definitely want to cut as many cards as possible. I'll keep the Make It Rain. We can get some decent cards or items on it. So the Coral Creatures is definitely out. We don't want it cluttering up the items we can get. I picked up the Abyssal Guard because it had the Rally banner by default, but it's a bit too expensive. But it's still probably better than the Coastal Defender. The Coastal Defender is just a 2/6 that sometimes gets an attack boost. I don't really need that to win. I'm inclined to keep the Dreamlight Alina around because I really like the dream of playing the Dreamlight Alina, which has a bunch of epic items on it and just massively buffing the board. Well, it's not like I can cut any more cards, I don't have enough money, so let's just move on. Hey, the Spirit... or not. Let's not. I'd rather have an immediate benefit rather than a delayed one. Especially since we can't guarantee the delayed one is actually going to be useful. This encounter, however, is going to be a challenge. We definitely picked up the harder path. Let's keep our game plan up. Lily at the start. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Ooh, and we get to play something alongside the Lilia. That's quite nice. Reduce the cost of allied Zinea, still crescendo everywhere by 2. Don't really want to lose my Lilias, so I think I have to do this. It's not perfect. It's better than nothing. It's a lot of items on the Double Trouble. Hopefully the blockers it generates will be crucial to dealing with the Zineas I'll have to face. And I can rally this turn with an Abyssal Guard. Is it that important? Not particularly, I don't think. We can do Double Trouble, give Lily herself a couple of... or one epic item, I suppose. Ooh. Scout. That's very good for us. Let's do Fizz. The opponent's not really doing anything. So at the very least this helps clear up the board. Makes it so he doesn't get the benefits from his power. Let's Dream Laden Bow again. keep chaining stuff onto the Lillia.
Watch me now.
I guess he attacks now. It's just the blades, right? No, it's all units have Nexus Strike. Well, in that case, let's just throw one of our recently summoned units in the way. Prevent the cost reduction.
A little
Zinea is an 8 cost by default, so you can't play her yet.
I know how to use this. A little
Let's make use of our scout. Storm of Blades. The blade dances 4 plus 3 times? Am I doing the math right? No, it was 2 plus 3 times. Block here.
dream.
I can chain this
Back it up.
here, I suppose.
It's too late for you.
And if I do this, we only get hit with one blade. The opponents still can't get
See, Lily.
the Zinea off, and that's the most important part. But it does deny me the play that I was going for, which would be attacking with everything, Abyssal Guard, and then attacking with everything again. Do I do Fizz again? Let's do Fizz again. Clears up 2 of the opponent's units.
Dreams big and small.
Levels up the Lillia.
Carry them home.
Is there any way to close out the game this turn? I don't think so.
Don't trip.
Let's attack with everything.
You're all tied up.
Get rid of one of the opponent's units. Next turn. Next turn I'm definitely going for the Abyssal Guard. And that should be enough to close out the game. Get another Fizz back. Fizz clears 2 units. Let's drop down the Abyssal Guard. The opponent does nothing here, right? He can Zinea. Or he can do that. He blade dances 3 here. Recalls my Lillia. I guess I'll let that go through, because it basically amounts to the same as me playing the Abyssal Guard. I'll get the rally effect here, thanks to the Lilia's Scout. Or I don't, because technically the Lilia's attack never went through. We're doing a lot of experimenting today. If an ephemeral unit attacks and dies before the attack completes, it doesn't count for the purposes of getting an attack token. Well, I'll just close out the game next turn then. We're dilly-dallying a lot, but since we had the game under control, we don't have to worry about it. He blocks, or just in case he blocked normally. What would happen if I prevent the Horus, delete the target from existence for a moment? Okay, it still goes through. I thought it would be one of those cases where the target, since the targeted unit stopped existing, the spell would fizzle. By this point, the opponent has to have enough Nexus Strike hits to reduce the cost of the Zinea to 0, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case, and the opponent's just waiting for an opportunity where I have low resources to drop them down one after the other. Because there's no way he would keep that many cards in hand if it weren't the case. Fortunately, we managed to kill the opponent before he did anything too crazy. I really like Heart of the Three, and I really want it to be good, but it's really not that great. I guess we reroll the Maker, Bird, Gilson Call. We can, or he could, if only we could get some better cards. I guess Stress Defense is decent enough. Setting the stats to something to 1/6 is fine-ish. And this helps us with Alina, I suppose. I don't want to waste all of my rerolls here in the first map. I want to save up some of them for the later parts of the run where we get better rewards. I'll keep one on Dreamlight Alina, and I guess Devastated Disciple, just to cycle in case I get nothing. I guess it also works with the Abyssal Guard. We have a 3-mana Abyssal Guard.
Where hope takes root. Fun. A little dream does wonders.
2 units. The opponent probably refuels his board here. Yep.
Shoulders.
This encounters Blades of Pickaxe. It's going to hurt a lot long term.
To the shade.
So I need to win this quickly.
Where things are strong. A little dream does
I have the capture effect on the green lookout, that will be useful. Dreamline Talina can come down next turn. In the meantime, I need to do something. This is the one, yeah. When a foe's unit is targeted, it swaps with a random neighbor. So I can't reliably just do this and get rid of the Scaled Snapper. I can do this, I suppose. We get rid of this Scaled Snapper this way. It helps clear one of the opponent's units. Opponent attacks like that.
You won't hurt Mother Tree.
Can take the 9. I'll make Lilia impervious like this. We can't just Streamladen Bow to fizzle the attack, unfortunately. But we get more procs off of the Lilia this way. And then we just do Dreamlight Alina and get a board in a box. We can afford to do so. So let's fill up our board a bit more by doing this first.
Steady your heart. Find your beat.
Please don't, opponent. I'm taking the damage. Lily has lifesteal. We do this first. We generate a Spriteling. That way we have more units on board, so that the effects from the Dreamlight Alina are more concentrated, and we buff more units this way instead of summoning Spritelings.
This is my magic.
Right, I didn't take that into account. Technically the Dreamlight Alina wouldn't die,
Little spark.
even if it was ephemeral, thanks to the Zonia's blessing.
We're gonna need more coffins.
Well, we didn't need her, so it's fine. We are not going to go into the next encounter with full health, but if things go the way they have been going, we won't need the extra health. Still Tempest, more Still Tempests are fine-ish. If we could get some discounts on the Lily, that would be perfect. Crystal Carrier is interesting. Blue buff. Blue buff opens us up to playing the spell we generate from our power every turn. The Blooming Bud. Meanwhile, the Crystal Carrier accelerates us slightly. Blue buff is probably better. We get more spellcasts that way. We can afford to go for different plays at the start rather than just playing Lily and hoping for the best. Like we can do stress defense, we'll have make it rain. We have still Tempest open for the following turn in case we need it. The opponent has a very scary board at the start. I'm not sure we'll be able to properly deal with it. Defiant Dance. Yeah, we won't stop the Blade Dance unfortunately, because the Defiant Dance has a dot, so it does the two effects separately. We can do this, set the Irelia to a 1/6, kill it easier. I think that's fine-ish. Ooh, especially if we get the Rek'Sai. Then again, just have to get lucky and hit a damage boost on the Rek'Sai. Surely we can do that. That's not a damage boost. Well, at least we get to attack with the Rek'Sai. A little bit of damage to the opponent's Nexus, even if it gets shuffled back into the deck at the end of the turn. We'll be able to go for Steel Tempest this turn. It's another Lillia. Let's do Keeper of the Mask, I guess. Just to develop a blocker. If we could hit with the Make It Rain on the Irelia, that would be the best case scenario. Let's see if I can... Oh, that's my lottery ticket today. Attacks with everything? No. It does, however, level up Azir. Can generate a bunch of blockers with the Double Trouble. It delays the Lily a bit, but I think it's fine. Just so we can jump block the opponent's units. And we draw some cards in the process as well. Block this here. Block there. This can block here. I suppose I can keep the Misfortune around. If we do get multiple rally effects off, we'll be able to get some benefits out of keeping her alive. And then we can just sleep the Lillia. She won't heal up from the regeneration, but we'll get more items out of her. I suppose I can do this as well. Works towards the Lilia's level up, and Lily is going to refuel our spell mana next turn anyway. No on that attack. Let's prevent the damage from one of the blades at least, I guess. Double attack Misfortune, that's pretty good. Let's hope the opponent doesn't have any sort of rally effects. rally effect on the Keeper of the Mask, if only we had a second one. I can do Fizz. Fizz is not good enough. Not here at the start anyway.
Don't trip.
Follow my lead.
Particularly because we'll be able to rally.
Strong. Love ya.
So we can do this, we can play Fizz afterwards. Except it doesn't matter, the opponent dies anyway. I think as the opponent didn't die with that attack, we would play Fizz and go for a rally effect. Because it had a rally banner. Dragon Tooth, Spell Shield, definitely the Spell Shield. Now Lily is a pain to deal with. That was interesting. We learned that we don't need to clear the opponent's board every turn. Letting them hit the power, what's it called? The Time for Friendship a couple of times is fine. As long as we can wrestle control back right afterwards. We'll have to see how this develops in future videos, because that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.